Proverbs 23. When you sit and dine with a ruler, note well what is before you. Put a knife to your throat if you're given into gluttony. Do not crave his delicacies, for the food is deceptive. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at the riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Do not eat the food of a burgeoning host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but in his heart it is not with you. You will vomit up the little food you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliments. Do not speak to fools, they will scorn your prudent words. Do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on fields of the fatherless. For the defender is strong, he will take up their case against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to the words of knowledge. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with a rod, they will not die. Punish them with a rod and save them from death. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Listen, my son, and be wise, and let your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkard and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Wisdom, instruction, and insights will as well. The father of a righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and your mother rejoice. May she who gave you birth be joyful. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes delight in my ways. For adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit she lies in waits, and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaints? Who has needless bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who linger over wine, who go to sample bowls of mixed wine. Do not gaze at the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly, in the end like a snake, and a poisons like a viper. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on the rigging. They hit me, you say, but I am not hurt. They beat me, but I do not feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? In this Proverbs, I want to focus in on verses 17 and 18, where it says, do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. It's oftentimes easy for us as believers to get caught up in the world of how other people are living their lives and sinners, and wanting the results that some of the people outside of God's will are living their lives. So some of the riches they have, some of the things that they have. But in the Bible, in that proverb, it tells us don't be jealous because our returns are much greater, may not be in this life, but may be in our life with eternity with God. So some questions to ask. Has there been a time recently here where you've been jealous over somebody, and how can you give that up? Also, how can you live out the words spoken in the Proverbs that we read today? Hope you make today great.